All right. How are my BEM experts doing? We are in another episode of Brands Experts Podcast. We have an incredible guest here. He runs a company and he is out of the country of Pakistan, right? Pakistan. There's a lot of different technology and a lot of big stuff going out of the country of Pakistan. But Brands Experts Podcast is a podcast where we show you how experts use tech to build and market successful brands, right? And so this expert is going to show you exactly how he's doing that in the VA space. So it's a really great opportunity to get to know somebody that runs a whole company in the VA space. So we have Imran here, and he's going to introduce himself and his company and let you guys know exactly what he does.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. James, for inviting me to your podcast. It's a great pleasure for me. My name is Imran, the founder and CEO of Brilzen. Basically, I started working as an administrative virtual assistant 3 years ago on Fiverr in 2021. Now I'm running a team of over 20 members, and I also have a registered uh, company here in Pakistan. We are running a physical office and offering a wide range of services in different fields. So I would love to discuss about my services as well.
Okay.
As an VA, yeah, I when I started working as an administrative virtual assistant, so basically there are different levels of virtual assistant. First of all, this is not the first time people are hiring an assistant. Like this is not something very new. Uh, uh, in every area of life, people they try to have an assistant whenever they have some busy schedules or something like that. So they uh, prefer to have an assistant. But now, in this modern era, people are moving to a digital world, so they try to have a virtual assistant, and that's why the concept of an assistant is not new, but uh, the things have been changed to a virtual assistant. So the things are going in a virtually. So in terms of different levels of virtual assistant, so you can say there are different levels from administrative virtual assistant, or personal assistant, or an executive assistant. And if you keep on moving, and if you want to add some other services as well, like us, you can also provide some different services like customer support, social media management, and you can also add a few other things like project management, finance management, and events planning. So there are different levels, but on a start, people usually start with some basic things as a virtual assistant, like administration. In administration, you can say
Mhm.
this comes as email management,
Mhm.
calendar management, and having some research, or maybe travel management,
Right.
something like that. But if you keep on moving and
Mhm.
add it to more level, uh, the things come that is as an executive assistant. Executive assistant is something very at a large level
Mhm.
in the VA industry, because an executive assistant usually works with the uh, high designation people of the company, like the CEO or the president. So he works with he's the right hand of the CEO of a company, and manages the very confidential information outreaching to the clients on behalf of the CEO, or some the very confidential tasks of the CEO. So an executive assistant is a bigger approach. So I'm currently working as an executive assistant with many companies, and offering a wide range of different services as well. In our services, currently we are offering social media management, email management, lead generation, web research, graphic design, web development, and video editing, and a few more services as well, like customer support and other services as well.
Wow. I mean, you really kind of gave us an excellent introduction into the VA world to kind of because, even me personally from running digital marketing agency, that is something that, I need to learn more about exactly kind of the space that a VA needs to be in And that's something that I know is really important because a lot of times a company will hire you as a digital marketing agency and they say, okay, we need some virtual assistants, but they don't really know exactly what they need. But you breaking down the levels of a virtual assistant to kind of know if you're training someone to be a virtual assistant for your company, what areas they need to be trained at for the level they're at, and what kind of makes sense. And those kind of things are very important. So we really, are very appreciative that you broke down every area of a virtual assistant so we can kind of understand exactly how it works and the expertise for each level.
Sure, thank you. So basically, as an administrative virtual assistant, as I said earlier, there are few basic things. For example, there are a lot of people on Fiverr. There are about more than 30,000 people offering virtual assistant services. But if you view their gigs and view their profiles, they are offering some basic services that comes under the category of administrative virtual assistant. Some might be saying it with a different role, but this is basically an administrative virtual assistant. In administrative virtual assistant, it comes as calendar management. In calendar management, you can like schedule meetings with the clients. You can organize the events. You can set reminders and the daily tasks for entrepreneurs or some at a personal level as well. So this is something like calendar management. It also includes email management. In email management, you can say writing emails or uh, usually to an administrative assistant, templates are provided. So an executive assistant can write the emails himself or herself, but an administrative virtual assistant usually they are provided with some email templates. So frequently used email templates can be provided to them. But in terms of high level, sometimes you also need to write emails to yourself.
Mhm.
So it comes with emails writing, replying, organizing the email inbox, cleaning it up, and informing your team lead or maybe the respective person about the important emails, and marking which emails are important, which can be ignored, and which should be referred to someone. So this is comes under the category of email management. There comes one more thing like web research. Web research is you may be provided with some topics or maybe some persons. You may need to find their contact information. This is also comes under lead generation. But uh, this is lead you can use some tools under in lead generation. So that's why web research is a little different thing from lead generation, because you are specifically looking on Google by scrolling down into different websites. So you may be provided with some topics, and maybe you need to do some market analysis in web research. So this comes in web research. Travel management also is included in you can say administrative virtual assistant. Travel management, or you need to book some flights or maybe prepare itinerary documents for the your clients. So it comes under the administrative virtual assistant. Personal assistant is basically it is very similar to administrative assistant, but in personal assistance you are basically managing the personal tasks of a person or maybe an entrepreneur. Those are
Mhm.
not the business tasks. Yeah. So emails, maybe if you are having emails, because there are different type of emails. So in personal assistance you will be managing some personal emails. You may be having some queries or something like that. But in so those are not business emails. If you are managing calendar, that would be a personal calendar, like your daily routine, what you need to do at what time. So this is something really the tasks are similar to administrative assistance, but uh, the level is different. That is not uh, for a business level. So the third thing comes as an executive assistant. So this is an higher approach in terms of in the VA industry. An executive assistant works very closely to the higher designation people of a company, like the CEO, sometimes the chairman or the president. There are different roles. So he usually manages the confidential information like the contacts. I have been working with many companies managing their contacts, outreaching to the clients, having meetings with their clients as well, and preparing for the events. Maybe you also need to coordinate with other team members of that company to organize different things, because you are very much similar, you're similarly doing the same task as the CEO does, but your level is a different thing. So you are basically assisting the CEO in his company's task. A CEO will be doing the task at a large level. So you are his right hand. So you need to have a bigger approach as an executive assistant.
For sure, for sure. I'm glad that you laid it out there because, like I said, it can feel a little,
Yeah, one more thing,
complex.
if
Yeah,
if an executive assistant wants to add more things, that would be like some of those things. For example, customer support also comes in VA industry, but the work like graphic design and video editing is not specifically related to VA industry. A VA can have some basic knowledge of graphic design and video editing, like you may design some basic templates on Canva. You may be using video editing, some basic tools for video editing like CapCut. But at a professional level, if you want to add these services at a professional level, that would be like a plus point. And similarly, we are having this plus point, like in our company we are providing a wide range of services at a single point. So for example, if a company reaches out to us and they don't need to hire multiple people for different tasks, we are providing all the services by just communicating with the one person. So if someone wants to reach at a bigger level, they can add more services. So definitely they need to build a team for this, but you can add more services as well.
for sure.